wash away their defiance.
I never noticed that eyeball behind him.
What?
It wasn't there before.
Yes, it was.
I know, I'm kidding.
I'm melee, I just look at feet.
When I kill him, just turn into a black eye.
Let it be
Ugh.
as you command. They will serve, or they
What?
will die.
There's a cauldron here.
I'm gonna switch.
To
There's
Diva.
there is one kill with 24 people and 4 healers in our item level bracket.
Let's be the second.
It's
There's
either Nerf
20,
and Glimmer.
Let's get another healer.
there's
need
20
to.
with people with 5.
Oh, where's the thing?
Rubidium, Rira, and Brasmus each have some, and I also do.
Get your rune.
Also, Melissa has 5.
Invite JKM
Diva.
on Diva.
No, I don't want 5.
Handsmaster would like 1.
Stop! I'm trying to do my own!
There are also literally 0 kills over 8 minutes. That tells you how important the timer is.
I have 1 left.
I have 3.
Who hasn't taken a rune yet?
I'm out. Nobody likes Rira's Vantage.
I have 2.
runes. Rira,
Thank
you
you.
lost. Okay, so why are you guys taking 2 fucking things? I don't have any more adult namper.
I have 1.
Alright, give it
I
to
have 2.
give it to Baksheesh.
Open trade. with-
Why are you guys
Yeah,
taking
actually.
2 fucking flasks out of this thing?
I didn't.
Or I'll let you have mine. Hang on.
No,
Where you
somebody
with?
took 2.
No, I mean, I just use one of my own. It's fine here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me mess with the groups a bit.
Does anybody have a rune available?
Vantis rune?
Ruby does.
I'm not taking one.
There were 25, so we have more than enough.
I had some stockpile from when I didn't use them before.
That's it. I'm
And,
taking my gems out.
That's the spirit.
I don't need those cheat runes.
Also, does anybody have
Zetter.
a book?
Zutter,
I have one. Hang on.
how are you feeling? Are you still sick?
Yes, I am.
Oh no.
I took a sick day, and I played a lot of video games, but my ears think they're on an air.
Ugh.
Savash, just take the rune so we don't have another 5% wipe.
I have 2 still to give away.
Whoever has one, just trade with me, I guess.
He loves being pursued.
Yeah, come to me. I'm just kidding. I just don't know who has one.
It's Melissa.
No, you don't
7.
need it, but we need you to have it, I guess, if you put it that way.
Nah, I got what you're saying. Thank you, Melissa.
Okay. Group 2 will be the Crown Tempest Caller group. But it looks like it was mostly just Larissa Greystaff because we aren't using it as often. But the hunters just be ready in case one of them dies or something and we can't res them. We'll call it out.
Yep.
Who's that warlock
Sorry I'm late.
wanna be in group 5?
Hi, back,
Yes.
Chan.
Nasjar ho.
Why is it in the fucking ground? What did you do?
Who is that?
It's not viable.
It's Bile.
It's Billy Blee.
Who wants to be the range stack point?
Is this happening because you're a goblin?
I have no idea.
My unit
Make
frame
someone.
my
Make
unit
it
Wow, 25 people.
Oh,
Can we get a
Lucian.
summon stone again?
My unit frames just say Nasjar Ho.
That's what I'm saying. He's a Nasjar
Oh
ho.
yeah, let me put down Mr. Hand.
Mister. Wait, what's his name?
Nasjar Ho.
The special man.
It's Special Man, that's what it is.
Let's all 5 of us single summon by Chen and not a single person actually hit.
Did you guys
the
see
other.
my sword?
Ooh, I'm Alisan, so I still get to be a pretty
It's
freaking
upside down.
You're supposed to help me, don't you know that?
Thanks for
Oh my
flash.
god, look at Fileable. So
Goddamn.
ridiculous. What happens when you wield it? Oh,
It just looks normal.
I wouldn't call that normal.
Nice sword.
I don't have sheath bound to anything, so I can't put it back in my
It's the
backup.
same as, it's just, you push it again.
It's okay, my back.
No, I clicked on the boss to unsheath it.
Oh, well, you can untarget.
My staff
No,
is
I
actually
didn't
just
target.
floating off of my back. It's like I rubbed
how it
it
is on
really
everybody.
hard.
Are we doing Vantis runes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give one to Baiki Chan.
Yes, Spike Chin, because if we don't kill this tonight, I'm uninstalling this.
Oh shit.
I don't have it.
Wow. I'm so tired of this boss.
I do hate this boss. I need the trinket though.
Thanks, Ruby.
Does anybody have a tome I could borrow?
I'll give you one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So the timing is such that we will probably get a third, and if we get a fourth, it's a failure on our part. Depending on where we are, we can only use the bubble once in the phase, and so if we're all at good health when the second beam comes out, and we aren't like directly in front of the eye, for example, or we haven't made it over to the right side of the room as we're facing right now. Wait, hang on, let me work this out. My sense of direction's all off. So the dangerous spot is when we are in the northwest corner of the room, which is over on the right side of the eye as we're facing him now. So if we are there, whenever we are there and we get a beam, that's when we're going to use the bubble, and it'll probably be the second one, I'm guessing. Let me go look at the video really quick. I have. Yeah, so the last time we did it, the second beam, we were directly at the north side of the room, which is a little dangerous, but still manageable. Yeah, we could dodge that one pretty easily. So the third, If we are in the same spot, then let's go ahead and save it for the third, because I don't think we're going to kill him before a third beam unless DPS is amazing.
So we're saving what the
The bubble, the trident, because that basically is a get out of jail free for the beam, regardless of how we're stacked or where we are. And so I'd like to save it for the hardest one to dodge, which means that we will have to be better at dodging it earlier, which probably isn't that bad because it's easier to heal earlier in the phase. All right. Any questions before we begin? Was anyone not here last week so that when we changed our...
I was not here last week.
Okay, we changed to, we don't use the Tempest Collar as much, and we use the Trident more often to mitigate mechanics. So the first phase is the same. We just use Tempest Collar at the transition to kill the ads. Second phase, the first time we get Mindbenders, we use Tempest Collar. The second time we get Mindbenders, we use the bubble instead, and we kill the Mindbenders so that they spawn their little crawler ads, and then we kill the crawler ads, which do a little raid-wide damage, and we'll deplete the bubble. And then on the transition from 2 to 3, we use the Tempest Collar again. And then in the last phase, we try to we save the Trident for what appears to be the third beam.
Not marking anyone for...
Who wants to be the stack? Anyone? Or are we going to have to be random?
When do we use the Embrace of the Void at any point?
Yes, we're going to use it on each phase transition to clear the Oblivion Terrace.
Gotcha. Okay. That's really the only one I need to know. That's the one where I can't heal anybody.
Yes.
There's a portal to Dalaran up. Is somebody going to need some?
People are unable to not click on this, so yeah, probably.
Depends how the fight goes.
It's an integral part of our strategy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everyone at the edge.
Range, you should be far. Getting close for the circle forming. Here comes the first beam. Ground effects.
Don't get in these tears.
Transitioning, use the relic now. I can clear all the void terrors, so don't worry about clearing them. Or the Oblivion terrors. Just go to the boss when... There we go. Dropping. Get out of that.
I got this, Kunda. Range to the edge.
We're gonna change the direction we're taking in.
Don't touch the terror.
Mindbenders are down. Use the Tempest Caller for this one.
Can you get that, Kunda?
I'm gonna rotate him again after this. Go past that here.
Range to the edge. Here's a new terror.
Here's the next set of Mindbender. This is the one that we bought. Get out of there. Make sure you range interrupt the far one. Yep, now kill it and drop the ball. Get inside the bubble and kill the little guys. Watch the tear.
Here's in the middle of the room.
I'm
He's
drinking.
transitioning again. Use the Storm Relic now. Who's got it?
Who has it?
Caller.
I'm random for it.
And use it immediately. Use Void Stone as soon as it's up.
I'm afraid I pushed the wrong button already.
Is it on cooldown?
Yes.
Alright.
I cleared out 2 things, but
Let's do our best. Range should be at the edge.
Don't touch the terrors.
No AoE.
We lost the after next set of it.
Yeah, we'll do it after the next.
No AoE.
I have tried. We should just use it.
Yeah. If you have the Torment, you have to be near someone. Get stacked up for Trident. Be in the bubble.
Not the terror.
Less now?
There was 6 million healing right there.
No AoE. Be in the right places for Torment. Torment people need more buddies.
Don't hit it.
tear.
Unfortunate.
Oblivion Tier. Oblivion Tier.
That wasn't very good.
Undying Guardian.
They were not the ones you sought.
Didn't make that much of a difference, but that one Oblivion chair that we all stood in was pretty bad.
Open the way.
Well, one thing I've noticed is this is especially true, I think, of a lot of the range, even me. We tend to finish our cast even though we're like standing in a tear or one's going to open up right there. We need to just move and not finish that cast, I think. It's a big.
For sure.
Yeah, tear is #1 priority. Yeah.
It was actually pretty good until that point. We only had
I
like
think we-
615k.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it might
we
not
did
be the
hit one in the first phase.
well, it
Yeah,
might not
that
be
was-
the tear that you're standing in, but it tends to put you in a bad position with you, like just think, oh, I'll just let this one open in front of me, and then you're stuck behind one, and there's like a little tiny narrow gap. You wind up hitting one. I just think position is the key.
That's true. And so that wipe, we got to 750. So that's kind of where the third beam is kind of that's the break point, right? We can't last much beyond the third beam because there's just too many torments out anyway. And so it's harder to heal people. And he was at 17% with some healing.
Yeah, it would have been 11% without the.
Well, that was just from the ones we hit at the very end.
Well, but even if you
Right,
hit them
or
at phase
not
one,
total.
the transition still happens at 45%. So it'll delay when it happens, but it won't change his health going into phase 3. So it's less damaging to hit them in phase 1 and 2. All that does is delay us getting to 3,
Yes,
which
but we should just not hit them at all.
we should not. Yes,
Ever.
ever.
Don't soften it and say it's okay in phase 1. No, it's never okay. Yeah.
It's never okay. You should also all be doing crazy damage in phase 3.
Every time you hit one of the tears, you're letting down the rest of your team.
When are we planning on lusting? Just
We
curious.
we should be go ahead and if you have lust, just hit it after the first beam.
Yeah.
You can hit it like as soon as the second beam, like the second beam of the first set. You know, there's 2 beams, right? So we walk through one, then we walk through the other. As soon as you walk through that second one, just hit it, and it's fine. We can manage whatever around that.
That'll be good.
The beams are close enough together to where they're closer than 40 seconds apart. So no matter what, Bloodlust will overlap a little bit with a beam, and there's not much you can do to like maximize effective. So it's okay if it overlaps a little bit with the tail end of the first beam.
Did we lose hold?
Yeah, he's restarting.
Oh.
Any other questions from when we did it?
If it's possible to move the boss a little when the terrorists come up, that would help because we were really getting squeezed.
Well, you definitely want to be squeezed up against the previous tears. You need to be up against the edge of the previous one so that the new one that spawns will partially overlap the previous. And so that'll negate about half the area, well, maybe like a third of the area of the previous of each tear, right? It means we cover less of the room with each one. And it will feel very tight. And that's kind of the point of the strategy is you're going to feel very claustrophobic and that you can't move anywhere. And the nice point is that you don't have to move anywhere a lot of the time in the fight. And also, if you're up against the edge of the circle, that also means that a chunk of the Oblivion tear is taken up by that graphic outside of the playable area. So you're also reducing surface area of the tears if you're up against the.
Did you just go offline, Austere?
Don't think so.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bow before your true master.
Range out on the edges.
Void crash. Oblivion tear.
Move in.
Obscurity. Oblivion tear. All undying guardian. Void crash. Eyes of Insight. Oblivion tear. Gift of Insight. Obscurity. Oblivion tear. Void crash. Eyes of Insight. Madden.
Ground effects. It's a lot of people.
Call undying guardian.
Don't get in that, please.
Use the relic now. I can get all the tears.
I'm gonna need an external.
Get to the edge, ranged.
Dropping.
Oblivion tear.
I dropped it near the eye.
Removal terror.
Someone grab crown.
Going. So cool.
Oblivion
Got
tear.
it.
All undying
Look
guardian.
out for that terror.
My windows are down. Use the crown when they're low.
Oblivion tear. Removal terror.
Akunda,
Oblivion tear. Call undying guardian. Gift of Insight. Hysteria. Oblivion tear.
We're using the bubble for the.
Oblivion tear.
Make sure they're in. You can kill them. Go ahead and kill them. We're gonna kill the little ads when they come out.
Oblivion tear.
Should be attacking mindbenders only. Then bubble goes down. kill the little guys.
Call Undying Guardian. Custody of the Deep.
Now push him. Be ready to use the relic when he transitions in 1%.
Terror.
He's transitioning soon. Go use it now. Tempest Caller.
Back up behind him.
When do we pop in?
Is it Void Relic time?
Yes.
Watch that tear.
Range should be right next to the tear.
Undying Guardian.
Drop it.
Oblivion Tear. Gift of Insight.
No AoE.
Eyes of Insight.
Oh man.
Oblivion Tear.
First beam. Watch the tear.
The last thing after this.
As soon as that second beam passes, yep, go.
Oblivion Tear.
Drop for this tear.
People with debuffs need buddies.
Oblivion Tear. Gift of Insight.
No AoE.
Wait.
Oblivion Tear.
Watch that tear. It's in the middle of everybody.
This is the bubble. Get stacked up. Get out of that tear. Don't be in the tear.
Oblivion Tear.
Out of the tear.
Okay, it's all dead people in the tear.
Oblivion Tear.
Tear again.
Insight.
No AoE.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tear.
Tear again.
Eyes of Insight.
I'm not able to heal people. This is why we're losing.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tear.
There's tank dead, so let's just stand outside.
Oblivion Tear.
So I think
everybody's dying because they become unhealable and there isn't people near them.
That's the
No.
enrage mechanic, basically.
It's not the
so-
enraged mechanic. You avoid that mechanic by doing it properly, by having people standing next to you, right?
Well,
We had, like, a
eventually
lot of
everybody will
them.
become unhealable.
yeah, if there's like 5 or 6 out, and that's like half the raid, then it's kind of a mess. You can't really
How
do much.
many tears did we hit that time?
Quite a few.
3, oh, we had 3 million in tear healing.
The biggest thing I think is getting a clean transition to phase 3. So make sure group 2, right? Make sure you're always on the lookout for Tempest Caller on the ground, and I'll try to call out, make sure that somebody has it when that transition happens. But as soon as you see him start running away, right? Don't even wait for him to start his channel to start like doing the transition. Just as soon as you see him run over to the eye, just immediately pop it. It doesn't matter what percentage the ads are at or anything. Because using that early is important for us to finish it early, which is important to be able to use Voidstone early in the phase to clear the Oblivion Tears before anything dangerous comes out.
Give me a minute here. I need to switch systems. My desktop seems to has older graphics and it's just lagging horribly on this fight tonight for some reason.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I think it would be helpful if the person who uses the Tempest collar would track it to make sure somebody else picks it up afterwards.
Yeah, or just call out once you've used it where you've dropped it, so that the other people can can know where it is, right? And I'll do the same thing with the Void Stone, because if you're just scanning the room trying to find the one thing, it's a little difficult.
How horrible would it be to shouldn't we continue what we're doing? In other words, having the range almost, stacked almost near melee, just behind melee.
Yes, that should be what we are doing.
Okay, so that's not happening because
Yes. Oh, I never made the marker because nobody.
the real. I was talking about
Put it on
people
me.
not being healed, but that went so well at the transit. We had maybe one person dead. We had everybody at like full health when the two beams were coming and we hit Bloodlust. And then everybody was running around and did not restack. And then at that point, there was just, for no reason, a whole bunch of people that fell over dead because they could not be healed. And we have to restack. Otherwise, and then there were just less and less people. So you're going to get more and more torments as it lasts too long. You know what I mean?
It's also perhaps a correlation between people who aren't paying attention to where they're standing and people who aren't paying attention to whether or not they have the torch.
Yeah, it seems like we had quite a few tears in melee that time. Not good.
Well, are we trying to keep moving slowly around in a circle
Yes,
during that
we should
period?
be moving slowly in a circle whenever a tear spawns, basically. So we should be moving. If everything's stacked correctly, we should be moving the radius of one of the tears each time.
Yeah, even in the earlier phases, I think we were
Yes.
moving too far from the previous tears. We need to be right up in front of it.
It's hard to manage exactly, but
You want to
we
move
should still be trying to move it slightly.
Nah, you want to move more than that, especially in the first phase, because there's the void zones. And
Yeah,
people
the
still need to move
crashes
to dodge
are a
them.
big pain on the first phase that they aren't in the third.
Correct.
Nobody died from the crashes. That's good. I did see a few people soak the big one.
How are we doing with the beam debug?
It seems like people are being okay with dropping it. I didn't see that many egregious, like 3 or 5 stack or whatever. So it seems okay. And so far the positioning has been okay where we didn't have some crazy overlap where there was only a tiny gap to get it.
And I will say one thing about white tears in melee.
We can't hear you very well.
Wind tunnel.
Oh well.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Are you playing inside of cement?
Dice Stray staff throw throwing it like that.
You need to be smart.
You're melee. You don't need to be smart.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I can't read.
You're also playing Fury.
It's either buff and arms.
5,
Yeah,
4,
not enough.
3, 2, 1.
Pay the price for your defiance. Is
Get in for the circle. Let's position. There's the tear. Range, you know where to stand. Range reposition after the crashes. Here comes the beam. Tear. Ate that one.
It's better now than later. We can make that up.
Range be against the edge. Res Chanta. Use the relic.
We have no reses.
I got it.
I already picked her up.
It's too late on the relic. We need it a little earlier.
To the edge, ranged.
External for Zutter. Get out. Voidstone is right in front of the eye. Where's Tempest Caller? Go pick it up.
Close.
Guys, get to the edge. If you're not.
Range and near, even while DPSing those guys. We're gonna Tempest Caller this one. Good.
Akunda.
Tempest Caller's on the edge of the circle.
Range reposition. Melee's on top of the boss. Okay.
There's no grip for this one because I'm dead.
Make sure they're interrupted, bring them together, and kill them.
We need ranged interrupts on them. They're getting killed. They gotta kill.
I died. Fuck out.
We're 3 down. Let's just wipe. Go stand outside.
Oblivion Tier.
We do in 15 seconds.
Live for 15 seconds. Oh, there's nobody. Wait, Larissa will live. Larissa live.
Just die. It's fine.
Got room for me?
Yep.
You sought, Master. We will find others to open the way.
They make it sound like when we kill this boss, it's going to open up something that's even worse.
It wants to be great.
Oh my God,
Because
you
we
got
kill
it.
him.
You got the artifact appearance.
I don't know how I got it.
It's from that's the one you get from doing PvP while owning
It is. I got it when I died though.
As I said, all our PvP achievements
wait.
come from killing each other.
Does that mean you're wearing an artifact weapon?
No, I think you get it
No,
even if
You get it if you have it.
It's like, oh no, it's not good.
If you have the other hidden.
He took
unlock.
no gemming to the next level, just used an old weapon.
He's gonna use the weapon from the last expansion.
Savash, I think you can pay $20 for an eighth.
Oh my god, my raid frames are crazy now.
Swash, just get some out of Gilbane.
It's giving me the Alterac Valley raid frames because we have 20, more than 25 people.
Mine
Sure.
completely vanished.
Since we need to coordinate where ranged is standing, can we put a marker on like Tamat's head or something?
There you go.
Thank you.
They had a mark on me last Wednesday.
I think that marker will blend into the Oblivion Tear.
Oh wow.
Oh well, you can use your
figure it
judgment.
out.
You just need to be against the edge and against the previous tear.
Where redo my wisdom?
I need wisdom.
Backsheesh.
Oh, you got Nina here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bow before your true master. His eyes behold every truth, every unnumbered crime.
Move back in now.
Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian.
First beams in a couple seconds.
Eyes of Insight. Oblivion Tier. Obscurity. Oblivion Tier. Void Crash. Eyes of Insight.
Ground effects, no stand. It's a lot of people.
Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Reposition range, please.
Use the relic now.
Range to the edge.
Popping. Dropping.
Pick up the crown.
It's to the left of the eye. Void stone.
Slowly pull it back.
Reposition, please.
Oblivion Tier.
Move forward range.
Range on X.
Mindbenders are down. Get range interrupts on.
Gift of Insight. Mysteria.
Hoping you want to call it.
Oblivion Tier.
Range, you should still be at maximum range. As close to the edge as possible. Get that guardian down.
Oblivion Tier.
Oh, bye.
Call Undying Guardian.
Everyone make sure you're in the right spot.
Oblivion Tier. Gift of Insight. Hysteria. Consumed
This is the
Essence.
bubble one. Just kill them. Kill them and we can get the little ones at any...
Unknowable Terror. Oblivion Tier.
Akunda.
Alright, let's get the bubble down, stack up. Kill them.
Gift of Insight. Hysteria. Call Undying Guardian.
Back in position.
Oblivion Tier.
Good.
Unknowable Terror.
But we're safe for this one. He's going, use the relic now. Tempest Caller, no.
Tempest Color's
Edge.
Everyone stack up.
We're good on terrors. Use it if you want.
Can't get rid of it quick. Get rid of it.
Sorry, I was standing in fire as hard as I could.
Oblivion Tier.
Move for the tear.
Guardian.
No AoE. 5 seconds.
Oblivion Tier.
Move forward for tear. No AoE.
Eyes of Insight.
Oh god.
Here comes beam.
Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier. Oblivion Tier.
No AoE.
Oblivion Tier. Eyes of Insight.
This is the bub.
Call
Where
Undying Guardian.
are you going?
Stack
Pick up the bubble.
Custody of the Deep.
in the bubble.
Oblivion
That
Tier.
sucked. I'm
Position
declining and
prepares.
honking.
Oblivion Tier.
Tear, move.
Insight.
No AoE.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier.
Tear.
Eyes of Insight.
Do not get in the tears.
This one we can't do anything about. You just gotta dodge him.
Oblivion Tier.
Remember to use cookies if you're low.
Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian. Gift of Insight.
No AoE.
Oblivion Tier.
We can battle res someone if you want to res.
Get
after.
anyone.
Where? What?
We get a
What's
healer.
the point of the bubble with
Oblivion
that?
Tier.
How does
It
it work?
soaks the beam damage.
What do you mean it soaks the beam damage?
What does that
It
mean?
absorbs any damage taken by anyone inside it. So
I think
if we
it went away
bubble,
early.
it's
You don't get a
stack. Yeah.
I mean,
but
you
it's
can't.
got a damage
When
cap,
it
so you can't
overlaps
get
with
2
other stuff, you
stacks.
can't.
Rely on it to absorb 100%
No one
of the
release.
beam.
No one release. No one release. No one hit the release button.
Found wanting.
Continue not releasing.
So we got it down to 6, which is the best so far, maybe.
So
Probably
is
what, like
that,
3
how does
if we
that
hadn't
thing,
popped any.
how does that bubble thing always end up where, like, it's literally where the entire pile of all of us, this section of both of them cross on top of us? How come that seems to happen every time?
That's just because when we move around in a circle, eventually we're going to end up in that spot because it's the only clear spot. And that bubble by itself is enough to soak the damage from 2 stacks of beams for everyone. But when it overlaps with Torment and with Lunacy and all the other things, it might get depleted a little early, but it should still mitigate the majority of the damage from the laser.
You should still try not to get 2 stacks.
Yes.
Like, do the same thing you're normally doing, get 1 stack,
Yeah, but
and you can
that's
move
not
back into the
true.
bubble.
That's not true. The reason it's not true is because to not get 2 stacks, you'd have to leave the bubble.
You're allowed to leave the bubble.
Unless the bubble was,
Inside the bubble.
unless the bubble was in the right place.
You are not obligated to remain in the bubble for the entire time that the beams are out. You can leave the bubble if you need to. Like, don't run to the other side of the room, but try not to get 2 stacks.
And remember, if you just stand there, you pick up 2 stacks, just letting the beam pass over you. You have to, or you could get 2 stacks.
So what I'm
Okay,
hearing
reflask.
is that we should dodge the beams normally, but just within the bubble.
Yes, and if you have to leave the bubble a little bit, leave the bubble. That's fine. That's not
Just
like
move back
nothing
in
bad is going to
afterwards.
happen to you if you leave the bubble. Just come back.
No, but taking extra stacks while you're under the bubble will deplete the bubble quick.
I don't think that'll be a problem though in the second phase, especially because torments and stuff are out. We'll deplete it, no problem. So don't purposely stay in the bubble to gain extra stacks.
No, I'm saying don't do that because you want it to be up for both of the lines if possible. Right. So if you get 2 or 3 stacks, if the whole raid did that for the first line, then it wouldn't be up for the second line, even accounting for torment.
Yes.
The lines both went
The-
over us at the same time.
I
in that
think
line.
that we forget what we're bubbling for. It's not to just mitigate the damage. It's because we have to clear something. There's like other thing that's going on. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's mainly
What
just
are
to
you
get us
saying,
through that.
Brasmus?
Sorry, I was wrong, I guess.
Brasmus, what are you saying?
Nothing.
What does that sentence that you wrote mean?
He's threatening to kill people when he's hostile to us if we leave the bubble.
Rasmus wants his PvP achievements. Come on.
Rather than just being hostile, Chad.
I just want to kill people.
Hostile dude.
Report
Someone
me to
drop a
HR.
repair.
It's also the most dangerous. Like if you're at full health and you take a couple ticks outside the bubble, it's not a big. Just get in before it, ticks all the way.
I mean, the bubble is there to mitigate damage. It's not going to absorb all the damage no matter what we do, but it's better for it to be absorbing, some of the damage from 1 stack than trying to absorb all the damage from 2 stacks.
Yep. Other than that, we seem pretty good. Using the relics a little
I'm
quicker, which
ready.
was
I
good.
don't know how I clicked no. Suffering, it's down.
And then the last phase was going pretty well until everybody died, minus that we were behind on the damage requirement.
Summon your own guild banks. It's in your general tab. So I'm sure also someone could make use of pods in the raid right now.
Also, there's really no point in double potting. The phase 1 will finish regardless, and phase 3 doesn't come any differently because we finished phase 1 faster. So just save it for that lust period. And that's really where the majority of the damage we're going to be doing is.
Yeah, but pre-pot.
It's good to pre-pot. It's good to get through the first phase quicker. does. It just is.
It's just a habit.
More faster, more mana.
Oh, I'm just not using pots because I don't have any.
Just ask someone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pay the price for your defiance.
There's the first tear. Move back in. Move for tear. First beam soon.
Of course.
Tear. Ground effects. Use the relic now. Or someone's gonna die because they're hostile. I'll get the Void Stone. Dropping. It's by the eye. Get out of there. Tear, move. Pick up Tempest Collar. Get on those ads. Range, you should be at max range. When they get low, go ahead and use.
Use it.
Akunda?
Tear.
Get behind the boss, don't get in front of him.
Second set. This is the bubble one. Go just kill them normal. Let the little ads spawn. But you gotta kill them. Pick up Tempest Collar if you haven't. Group up for bubble. Get out of the rift. Get in the bubble, kill everything. Oblivion Tear in the middle again.
Because
we're safe.
That's where we were.
Use the relic now. Everyone get ready to step in a tear once this is over. And Voidstone goes up. And Kales, just be ready for them to all get cleared and to jump out early. Go ahead and use it. Everybody jump in a tear nearby if you see it. Good.
Hey, stack up.
Oblivion Tier.
Watch where the boss is facing. Alright, reposition. Move forward for 10. Find your buddies.
Closer to the edge.
Move forward for tear. No AoE.
Restock
Back up
by
near
the
the edge, folks.
Tear. No AoE. Second beam, this is the time. Tear. Get in the up.
Oh fuck.
Oh, dude.
Still got it, go.
I got a guardian on me.
No AoE. Be near people who have. Be near circles. Last
I'm out of
beam.
mana.
And I have no cooldowns.
Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian. Gift of Insight. Lunacy. Oblivion Tier.
Sorry, bro.
Alright, let's go ahead and die.
Oblivion Tier. Eyes of Insight.
There were a couple tears that were just hit at the end while we were wiping, by the way.
You sought, Master. We will find others to open the way.
Seems better to take 2 stacks of the beam than to do take.
What?
Then Ahsoka tear, yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
do not step in a tear.
Never run through a tear, period, unless it's called. It's always your worst option to run through.
I don't know if that.
Priority 1 is the entire fight is do not step in a tear. Priority 2 is don't get 2 stacks of the beam.
Priority 3 is
I don't
bait
know
the
about that.
tears.
And I think we have to be a little careful about that range stack with Torment, because when you have a whole lot of people in it, you're pulling the same amount from
Yes.
everyone, whether you
So
need it or
when
not.
you get the torments, like we discussed last week, you want to, when you first get
You want a
them, you want
buddy.
to kind of, find a buddy or two, and then not stack the circles on top of each other. So if you get torment and you see that there is a torment already in the range stack, then you want to be near them, maybe a little bit further towards the middle, a few yards away, but not directly on top of them, so people have a choice over which one they can stand in.
Yeah, we were getting like 2 people with Torment on the range stack, so it was just not
and
that
that's
last
just
one, but
the
the one
that's just
before
the
it was real.
that's just the enrage mechanic of the fight, right? So if it's 7.5 minutes is basically how long we have to do.
No, I mean they were doing it the whole time, so that's what I'm just saying. People need to watch that, not to be overlapped with everyone. Like we're saying range stack, but there's the exception if you have the torment, don't be stacked on all 7 of us or whatever, because
Loose stack at that stage.
Eventually, you do need to stack if once a lot of them are out because there's not enough buddies to go around. But
right,
especially
yeah,
at
that's
the
at the end.
beginning, until the first beam, and we lust and everything. Until then, you should be efficiently trying to find buddies and stuff within the parameters of still
Nothing
being
bad is
near the
happening at
edge.
all. I mean, everybody was alive and at full health until the first beam. That there's absolutely no problem at all. It's after that.
So dice, the circles can overlap, but it just means that say you have one and I have one, and we make them overlap, and you're to my left, then your buddies have to make sure to be on your left so they're not in my circle as well. Because if they're in both of our circles, they'll get double leech. Eventually, you will do that on purpose. We'll all stack up, and everybody will feed everybody else just because there's not enough friends to go around. But initially, especially, you want to kind of keep them apart. But we would everything in phase 3 gets easier if we can kill him before the third beam.
There is no good, no evil, no light. I cannot. There is only power. Interrupt. What is this? What have you done? You ruined everything.
The Spirit Binder reveals your soul to me.
Finish this myself.
At this point, I would say either kick or break.
If he's away again, we'll break now.
Probably kid issue.
We started a little late, so it's a late break.
this working?
It is.
I don't sound like I'm in a cement truck now.
You're a little quiet though.
I
Better than
probably-
before.
Yeah, I will. Don't have them adjusted yet. Just a minute.
Who's an alchemist here who has spare herbs sitting in their inventory? Right?
I do.
I have all kinds of herbs.
All right, that's you. Can somebody make Savash some agility potions, please?
Sure.
What? I heard my name.
I'm just
It's
trying
a
to do
surprise.
what you should do, like just
Oh, no.
very
What do you mean?
simple question to
You
ask.
had to take a break to go find somebody to make you flasks.
Look at this.
Oh.
Look at this.
Just
Look at
kidding.
the loot pane right now.
I took 2 out of the guild bank. Just now.
Just give that dork all that shit.
There. Is that better?
It is.
Wait, who needs the agility?
Savish.
Savish. Okay.
Ceviche?
I have extras, Savish. Just like ask me
Damn,
for.
now I want ceviche.
Yeah, he doesn't know how
Me
to ask
too.
or do things
He's
for himself.
marked.
There you go. There's 17 of them.
You can put the excess in the guild bank to reimburse them.
Yeah. I'll put 2 back in actually.
Now Upper Decker's marked.
Our group's potions per second is one of the top. Burst potions per second, I guess. Checking who's back. Everyone's ready.
Oh, Sylvanas Lament. What does that sound like on top of Dolly and Dot?
You should make a mashup, Mr.
Don't you
DJ.
do it.
Good idea.
Oh my god, you need to mix Dolly and Dot into something.
This is so
That's
weird.
what you need to do.
Oh,
Everybody's
Savash,
gonna be like,
suffer.
I didn't mean actually put down Dolly and Dot. Now Zutter's gonna leave.
Hey, we're pulling.
2, 1.
Oops, I forgot to pick it up too. It's fine. Range, be outside. Here comes the first tear. Good. Move back in. Here comes first gaze. tear.
I'm lagging out.
Ground effects. Hold DPS. Hold it. Wait for the thing to wear off. Okay. We're gonna need to get people top before he transitions. Go. Use the relic. Big one coming in. Make sure you focus the.
He was really late.
I think we just pushed.
We didn't get it.
Ranged.
Don't. Oh.
Trigger.
Oh, okay. We have this thing. Okay, yeah.
Dropping. We've got a guardian up, but it's okay. I'm gonna get feared. Watch out.
Great stuff. You want crown?
Yes.
Voidstone's in the back of the room. First set's out. This one we're gonna Tempest Caller. Range, you should still be at.
Everybody back up, dude. Unknown terror.
Fear.
Oblivion tier.
Tempest color by the edge.
This next set we're gonna bubble. Here they come soon. Actually no, 10 seconds.
Hysteria. Oblivion tier.
Here they are. Just kill them. Fear guy's coming soon. It's on us. Make sure they stay interrupted so that they move out with us. Sure we kill them.
To the edge ranged.
Then we'll get the bubble up when they start. Watch a tear. Bubble up. And kill everything. Reposition. Use the relic. Tempest Caller now.
Tempest Scholars on the minute.
We need to reposition, please.
Voidstone's up. Don't take damage.
If you have Torment and melee, go off to the side of the boss. Don't just stand on the melee.
You need to drop
Dropping
that.
Voidstone.
Battle Res Brasmus.
Okay.
Got him. Oh fuck, oh man. He might get the tear if he pops. It's okay.
Tear. No AoE. Tear.
Lust. The tear, guys.
No AoE.
So many leeches.
Everybody stack up.
Eyes of Insight.
This is the bubble.
Oblivion Tier.
We're safe if we stay here. Going to run through.
Get out of the chair. Get out of the chair.
Call Undying Guardian.
Burn him, stay alive, and find Buddy. Tear.
Of Insight. Lunacy.
No AoE. Stack up if you have Terror. There's too many. Stack up in melee if you're melee and you have it.
Eyes of Insight. Oblivion Tier.
Anyone have a
Chair,
cooldown?
chair.
Call Undying Guardian.
4%.
Nope.
Cooldowns.
How did that work? Oh well.
Gift of Insight. Lunacy.
No AoE.
Oblivion Tier. Oblivion Tier.
0.3.
Group up. Stack in melee, everyone.
Nice, we got this.
Oblivion Tier.
Get out of the Terror.
You kill him for that second those beams.
Pop the, or whoever has the ads. No, he's got the ads on him.
Oblivion Tier. Gift of Insight.
Just kill him. No, we can't get it.
0.2.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, dude.
Tempest Caller doesn't work in him, right?
It doesn't.
Fucking 0%.
270k.
I'm so bad.
So I'll say I'm having trouble with the torment, like even not having it. So I don't know. Maybe there's something we could do better about that.
I have Bible. I have your debuff, but the reds didn't go off. I would have probably been it. I don't know what
That's
happened there.
weird.
So, yeah, we need to start stacking up earlier because there are just people off alone all during most of that phase, which will, I mean, that just is a wipe. That causes either you to die or someone else to die.
I mean, we mainly had so many torments that it was just the people that had torments were dying because there's too many. There's like 5.
Yeah, I think I moved through 3 of them, and that's what burned me.
He had 854k in terror healing.
Yeah, it's less than 1%. It does 1%.
No, it wasn't. That was the problem.
I don't think it
no,
was
I'm
during
saying
the
that was the
last
best we've ever
phase.
done.
Yeah, that was the problem. Was we just weren't killing him fast enough.
But see, we can do it if we don't hit the tears.
No, that terror was not during the last phase. You know
Yeah,
what
it
I
was
mean?
probably an earlier one.
No, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Us getting so close proves that we can do it if we do
If
it.
we
Well,
killed
for
it
sure.
that time, which was 8 minutes and 15 seconds, it would be the longest kill in our bracket. So at least we have that going for us. We're the worst DPS of the
We're just
people
taking time and being careful, okay?
But I run out of survival cooldowns when we do that.
Yeah, I bopped you once that time, but I think near the end of the phase, we should just communicate it and cycle bops on whatever tank has that.
And
So
the problem
whenever
is if a tank dies, the ads will run to the boss, and then the
Yeah,
tank
that's it.
becomes, or the
right,
boss
but
becomes
what I'm saying is, like, say that there's a tank swap, right, and you know that you have the ads for however many seconds, then you can say like bop Sutter, right, and then we can bop you for however many seconds, which will give you some time to get your mitigation back or something. And then you have forbearance for however long, it's like 30 seconds or something. But then the next tank swap, we can get Brasmus instead. And we have 3 paladins, so we can get basically what, 30 seconds of 0 tank damage from the ads.
I think forbearance is 60 seconds, right?
It's mine says 30.
30.
Where does it say?
On the icon for the blessings or bubble.
Oh, there you go.
Would it?
Okay. Let's go.
And the other thing, one more thing is using the Tempest Caller early on the phase 2 to 3 transition is really, really important, because if that debuff is on us for like say 10 seconds at the beginning of phase 3, that's 10 seconds of 50% DPS from literally everybody in the raid. And so that makes up a big percentage of the damage.
As soon as everyone gets on the ads on that 2 to 3 transition, you can pop pretty much immediately as soon as you see the melee over on the ad.
I don't know
The
what you're
Tempest Caller.
Your
Never
voice is really choppy. But I think what she's saying is if everybody switches to the ad early during that transition. How about now?
Yeah.
Hello?
No, that's not.
Hello.
It just went red again. Try a third server.
Well, let Buckcoin talk and we'll hear.
Hello?
Yeah, she sounds fine.
Yeah.
Fine. She sounds fine. I don't know.
Give it a
Let's
roll.
just see what happens.
Everyone's ready.
I'm just gonna call for it when it should be popped.
5.
And so listen for
4,
Buckcoin's call
3,
for the phase 2 to
2,
3 transition Tempest
1.
Caller.
Bow before your true master. His eyes be
Range back up.
every unnumbered
Back in.
At the edge.
Call Undying Guardian, Oblivion Tier.
First beam's coming.
Void Crash. Eyes of Insilt. Gift of Insight. Obscurity. Oblivion Tier. Void Crash. Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier. Eyes of Insight.
Ground effect. Use the thing, Hunter's Turtle, if you have the hostile blue buff.
To the edge, ranged.
Bludger.
Oblivion Tier.
Void Stone's dropping after this.
Unknowable Terror.
Oh, get out.
There is going to be some mind controls here.
To To the edge.
Void Stone's in the back. First set's down. Range interrupts. Range be far away.
Pop the thing, pop it. Come in earlier.
Get that Guardian down.
Call Undying Guardian. Pizza Enzo. Hysteria. Oblivion Tier.
Terror.
Consume Essence.
Second set's down. You should be killing. Get out of the fear. Make sure we have range interrupts to get them moving.
Get to the edge ranged.
Make sure we're killing them. Once they're dead, we'll use the bubbles up, get inside, kill everything.
Edge.
Oblivion Tier.
Move out.
Watch the terror.
Use the relic now.
Relic.
Relic on far away. And then it's also on the tile.
Oh, that's not good.
Should I use it still?
No, we should just swipe. Just run out. We're not gonna get it with that. Let's do one more pull.
Oblivion Tier.
I have a battle res. Don't release. Hands off the keyboard.
Don't hit anything.
Hands off the mouse.
Dejas. Oh, he's here. Haha.
He's
Sneaky.
death to save himself.
He's one of
Cal
those hunters that likes to roll the dice with Fane.
Kales must have feigned death too.
That was like well after, like don't release him and said like 4 times. I feel like Kale's it out of spite.
Sorry, Tay was talking to me.
Well, you can roll and torpedo your way.
Yes, it's my fault.
It is.
It is.
Who else would we blame?
Put the Jeeves down.
Alright, let's buff up quick and get one more in.
So Pan's always going to be the one that's doing that 10.
It's not. It's whoever picks it up, but
Okay.
The general order is
As soon as
first
so basically as soon as we do the bubble, guys, whoever's gonna get it next, just go and find it and stand next to it. Be ready to pick it up. Like I'd rather there be like a weird tear there or something than it not getting picked up.
and make sure in phase 1, if we get the overlap, when we get the ground effect eyes, you cannot stand in that, because if you are hostile to everyone and then he transitions and we use the Tempest Collar, we can't heal you.
Yeah. So just like as soon as the bubble ads, are being done, just as soon as those are done, if you're the person who's going to Tempest Collar on the next set of ads, just find it right then, be ready to pick it up as soon as it's able to be
I
picked
have
up.
no food. I thought I said I need.
Yeah, I was out of position from the fear, sorry.
It's okay. Just I don't know who it's going to be, whoever it is, just be ready to do it.
I'll plan for going third.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pay the price for your defiance.
Backup ranged.
Oblivion Tear. Obscurity.
Edge.
Oblivion Tear. Call Undying Guardian.
First laser's coming.
Void Crash. Eyes of Enso. Oblivion Tear.
Yeah, that's got.
Get her up after the laser.
Oblivion Tear. Gift of Enso. Obscurity.
Oh, what happened?
I am full of disappointment.
Should we wipe into one
Eyes of Enso. Madden Eyes of Enso.
Ground
Oblivion
effects.
Tear. Call Undying Guardian.
Edge.
Oblivion Tear.
Relic.
Range to the edge.
Using it. Dropping.
Oblivion Tear.
It's near the eye.
Unknowable Terror. Oblivion Tear. Call Undying Guardian.
First set of Mindbenders is coming. We're gonna Tempest Caller the melee. The range, you should be at range.
Tempest Caller.
Unknowable Terror. Oblivion Tear.
moving
I'll get
around
that next.
here. Don't get it.
Call Undying Guardian. Gift of Enso. Hysteria. Oblivion
Stack
Tear.
up.
Consume Essence.
Second set of Mindbenders. We're killing.
Unknowable Terror.
Make sure they're
Range at the
interrupted so
edge.
that they
Oblivion
move.
Tear.
Watch his tear. Kill them.
People behind the tear, don't hit them.
Bubble up when they die.
Oblivion Tear.
Kill everything.
Gift of Enso. Hysteria. Call Undying Guardian.
Alright, whoever's gonna get the Tempest Caller, start looking for it now.
Oblivion Tear.
Tear.
Unknowable Terror.
It's like right. Tempest Caller is right here.
I'm
It's transitioning. Use it now. Tempest Caller now.
Use it. Tempest Caller now. Use it.
Yeah, I'm DCing.
Ranged on the interrupt.
No, we
Good.
got a third set too, so just we're pretty much done.
We're done.
Yeah. Go ahead and stand outside.
Hey, I just acquired the Tempest Caller. It only took 20 seconds.
Bubble
Go ahead
heart
and
for the
release.
win.
This was our last one.
Oh.
Then we'll get a portal to Not Stoner.
They were tested and found wanting.
Zero percent. Got it though.
Oh, I have just the thing, Wanderer. May your feet find good trails.
I'm probably going to be late again tomorrow.
Same here.
I'm should be back to normal tomorrow.
I have to uninstall, so I'm never.
And this is all the game. Goodbye, Zetter, forever.
Goodbye.
Letter's gonna be raiding in Destiny.
I'll play Overwatch.
It's
for-
fun. Like I did one of the new raids and it's actually fun.
Is it a hive raid? Is that what they just did?
No, oh, I mean I don't know about the newest one that literally came out like a days ago, but this X-Pac new one is all about the Emperor dude.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.
Night.
I'm gonna hop over. See you guys later.
Later.
Bye. and it'll talk about it.
Sweet.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I have WoW running at the same time as Destiny.
Mm.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna remember how to play this.
Let's look at your keybinds first.
Oh my god, I forgot my gear looks like a fucking clown.
Are you in Destiny?
I am now. I was just looking at my characters on the login screen.
A new mystery awaits you, Guardian. What
When
will
we
you
were on that
find
poll
in
that
the
we hit
Emperor's
0%,
lost
I
vaults?
was screaming at my
Challenge,
screen, come on,
treasure,
Savash, come on, Savash.
answers. Welcome to the seas.
Well, for a
of the
moment I had
Guardians.
boss
To
aggro
begin,
and I
head
fucking
to the tower. From there,
evasion or
treasure
whatever, the
hunts
where you're
will
just
lead
like
you
no
to
white damage,
powerful
and I
weapons
still
and
got like
armor.
fucking melted.
These will quickly boost your power level and prepare you for the
There's some
menagerie.
cutscenes.
This season's all-new 6-player match-made activity. Within this maze of challenges, teamwork holds the key to victory, and the chalice of opulence holds the key to your rewards. Unlock this new item's secrets, and you'll be able to choose the gear you
What
earn.
power level are
New
you supposed
weapons
to be
and armor,
at in this
beloved
game?
treasures of the past, a new raid.
Well, I just hit 50 and I'm like the 500s.
Grow strong, Guardian.
Oh, I'm at 508.
Prove your worth.
I don't know. It looks like this thing's saying you get good gear from this. Oh my god, come fucking load, bitch.
Yeah, I'm 563 right now.
You're 563?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that gear? I thought you just started.
Yeah.
It was like you couldn't it was like hard to get to 500 when I was first hit 50. And
They
then
must have upgraded the
one
drops.
level a day with powerful gear or powerful engram.
Yeah, 8.2 dropped in Destiny already.
Fucking black screen. I'm so sick of it when it does this.
Take a look.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
There is hope for humanity yet. Guardians such as you. All runs together, doesn't it? Maybe just me.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, I have all these story quests. I don't know what to do.
How do I,
Just do the story.
switch my fucking...
There's like 4 things with story quest icons in the tower. I don't know which one to start with.
I don't know, dude.
Evan.
Don't ask me.
It's the name of what?
My fucking gamepad.
It's a Razor Orb Weaver.
Laser. Oh, God. Need this fucking bitch postmaster to shut up.
Walk away from her.
Can't.
You can.
Do you remember what, what? Oh my
What can I do for you, Guardian?
Oh my god, I want to click on everything.
Yeah, when I first got in, there's a bunch of shit too.
I had to play.
Did you show the darkness what light can do? Come back safe, Hunter. You're one of
The
the
hell
good
is this shit?
We live in dangerous times, Guardian. I hope you have something for me that might help you make it safer.
I go to New Monarchy meetings, but I'm not like
Well, looks like everyone's playing Destiny.
My hidden are scattered and quiet. I need information, Guardian.
How do you know what's a story quest?
They have the
They don't have
crown
the
icons.
What?
They don't have like the DLC icon.
What?
A crown icon.
What are the? Oh God. Why? It's so annoying that you can't hover over these fucking icons. Like, what are they supposed to mean?
Okay, this quest is in a place that doesn't exist. How do you get to the annex?
Isn't that a raid?
Hunter.
No, there's a quest in an area of the tower that is completely inaccessible as far as I can tell.
What's the tower?
The main city place.
You mean the Traveler?
Whatever.
Why do you think it's in the Traveler?
Because it's on the map. Oh, okay, I think I might have found it. Never mind.
See, what does powerful gear give you? I mean, if I'm 500, I can't even imagine how you got to 560. That's like playing it for 2 months.
No.
You get
Well,
your powerful gear will give you one piece that's like 5 item levels higher than what you have.
Well, I've seen a clip of like the new raid, and it's dropping like 760 some gear.
Yeah, but you can't do the raid.
I'm just saying, like gear is way up above like 500.
Do you recognize me? It's your beloved Emperor Callus. I've been watching you all.
Last Wish is a raid. Is that it?
10% off. That's kind of you to say so.
I think that's it.
Everyone, what do you think this machine does? I need your attention one moment.
Forever.
What about that one?
I'm just gonna sit down for a second.
Hey, you. Come here.
What can you teach me?
Wait till the dust settles. Future war cult will come out on top.
I can fix this.
If you can give me a discount, I'll put in a good word for the new monarchy.
Okay, I just did a quest where I didn't even have to leave the Traveler and it gave me 690 gear.
My hidden are scattered and quiet.
It gave you
I need
690?
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit. I just got one from Spider, but I don't know where it's sending me.
I think that's right.
Like, I can't find it anymore. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, there it is. What do you know? Okay. Did you do the one that set the called acting bad looking good? Is that what you just did?
No.
The one that was in Annex?
It was in Annex, but it came from Benedict 9940. Emperor's Advocate.
Out of the dark.
I don't have anything called acting bad looking good.
I don't have that. I don't have what you're saying. I don't have that quest.
I sense him. On the far edges of my mind.
Oh wow.
He stirs in the vault.
I think the quest name is called The Invitation, but I don't know what it's called on your map. Acting bad looking good is Gambit. That's some weird shit. I have that already.
It's the EP, PvP, VEP thing.
And Imperial Summons? Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Very newest new thing. Like just came out.
I mean, there's no way to tell when any of this came out. They're all blinking with the same icon.
Have the new hockey models come in yet?
Negative, I can't follow them down there. New monarchy runs that floor.
Not a problem.
Call me Drifter. What do you think of the new digs? Never mind. Shut up. I can't take sass right now. We've got work to do. Gambit's been such a resounding success. I'm expanding my... Hurry back. Gambit's awaiting. You got somewhere to be? How about Gambit? Hey, don't go telling the Vanguard about this. You'll get paid.
Oh, what's this? Oh shit. God damn it.
This chalice is my gift to you. It is a symbol of power for a shadow of Callus. My shadows are a chosen people, selected from the
Loading
best
screens
of
on
the
this game
best
drive me
of
crazy.
each world I've encountered.
SSD.
So that you may
I have an SSD. It has nothing to do with it. It's like all server side.
Emperor Callus has spoken.
I haven't been like too terrible.
Oh my god, this game sucks. It gives me this quest, it sends me here to do the quest, then I'm gonna grab this item to be able to make new weapons, but I can't take the quest item because it's gonna force me to purchase an annual pass. You're not allowed to have this without an annual pass.
Yeah, there's some
Oh,
that
that's your
It's for Gambit shit.
for Gambit. I don't even know what
It
Gambit
is
is,
not
but
Gambit.
it is.
It is for the Black Armory.
Oh yeah, the army. Yeah, that's. Just discovered that today too. Money.